Welcome back. Day number 26, Menopause Energized, presenting a 30-day Healthy Heart Marathon. We are on day number 26. Welcome back, you guys. This is Sheila with the Menopause Energized program, and we are on day number 26. We are heading to the finish line. Yes, we are. And if you need to catch up, go back and catch up on the recorded video. Today, we're going to talk about starving yourself. You know, starving yourself all day or skipping meals and eating late, especially a heavy meal, can strain your heart by disrupting cholesterol levels, blood pressure, and overall cardiovascular function. This eating pattern is linked to higher bad cholesterol, which is the LDL, and it lowers the good cholesterol, which we talked about in previous videos, which is the HDL, and it spikes the blood sugar. All this puts stress on the circulatory system. Over time, this raises the risk of heart disease, you guys. Blood pressure spikes. A heavy meal after fasting can cause sudden increase in blood pressure and heart rate. All research proven, stressing the cardiovascular system. Also, blood sugar surges. Long gaps without food followed by overeating lead to, in time, damaging of the blood vessels and increase, again, heart disease risk. Stress hormones like cortisol can increase inflammation and strain the heart. Now, nutrient deficiencies. Regularly starving yourself deprive the body of essential nutrients, weakening the heart muscle and overall function. Meal timing impact. Eating late dinner after skipping early meals is especially harmful at nighttime. Digestion interferes with what we talked about before for sleep, circadian rhythm. The circadian rhythm is the rhythm in your body that helps you to prepare for sleep at night. And so it can worsen cholesterol and fat metabolism. Over time, you guys, this pattern can contribute to something we call atherosclerosis, which is plaque buildup in the arteries. And then there's a risk for hypertension and a higher risk of heart attack or stroke. The effect is more pronounced in people, of course, who are overweight, inactive, or already at risk for cardiovascular disease. I bring this stuff up because cardiovascular disease, I will say it over and over again, is the #1 killer in women. And when we get in our menopausal years, because that estrogen takes a dive, it's what protects our heart, we are more at risk. So, what is the fix? Well, let's talk about it. Holidays is right around the corner. Thanksgiving is a couple of days off. I think a lot of times people feel like that if they eat a little something during the day, all the food that they had a taste for, when they get to the table, they're not going to have an appetite for it anymore because you've eaten during the day. And I think that's why a lot of people starve themselves, because they want to make sure they enjoy it. But just to warn you, when you do that, you will pile on fat, because what happens when you take all that food in at once, okay, that blood sugar and carbohydrates, everything that gets broken down has to go somewhere. Well, the insulin cannot keep up with all of that. So what happens? After insulin can't keep up with it, where do you think all the rest of that stuff, once it gets converted, gets deposited into the fat tissue? So a good fix for that. And this will not ruin your appetite because it balances the insulin spike and the cortisol spike. So that when you do this, by the time you get to dinner for your big meal, you will still have an appetite. And yes, it may make you eat less, but it will not ruin your appetite. Now, if you're just one of those ones that want to just starve because you want to pile all that food in you, I would say not so great. But if you go ahead and do these little small fixes, and that is during the day until you get to your meal, do some protein, can't spell, protein and fiber combination snacks. And you want to do this throughout the day. So some people have dinner early, like 1 o'clock, some have it 4, some have it 5, some have it 6. But you can start your morning off like at 8 a.m. with maybe some cottage cheese And then cover that maybe with some type of fruit like blueberries. The key is to get your protein and fiber in. Blueberries have fiber. Cottage cheese have the protein. Or you can do something like a protein shake, where you can do something like avocado. Spelling. And then you can mix that avocado. Avocado is actually a fruit. I don't know if many people realize that, but it's full of fiber. You can have an avocado. It may be, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 grams of carbs, but the fiber is like 12 grams. And we talked all about this before in my nutritional program, but you learn how to calculate your net carbs, because that's the way what the body is really taking in. It's beneficial. So you can do a protein shake of avocado, and maybe you can do maybe a banana. Again, do not eat too many bananas during the day, because they do have natural sugar, but it is a lot of natural sugar. So you don't want to overdo it with the bananas. And then you want to do this maybe every 4 hours until you get to dinner. You can also do things like peanut butter. Peanut butter. Can't spell. Peanut butter is also good for protein. And then you maybe can put that on maybe some wheat crackers or something like that, which has fiber. So I'm just giving you a little scenario here of what you can do. And what happens is that your body will balance out. Your body will balance out where you will not have the sugar spikes and the cortisol spikes at dinner time. And then you go ahead and eat your regular meal. And this should help with those spikes. And this is why we feel so bad sometimes too after we eat a heavy meal, because the cortisol spike, when it's high, it doesn't make you feel good. When you're stressed out as well, the cortisol shoots up. And then you notice yourself, you don't feel good. Some people even get tachycardia, palpitations, after they ate a big heavy meal, because the body is not used to that surge. And all of that, again, is a strain on your heart. So I felt like this was also a good holiday tip. So until the next time, again, subscribe, like, and share my channel, because when you subscribe, once the Healthy Heart Marathon is over, we're not done. We're going to come, not every day, because I'll be like this, but we will be coming frequently, more insights and takeaway for women that are really having a hard time managing their menopausal years. And of course, then we're going to be talking about everything. My program is centered around women's health in their menopausal years. So check my website out, www.menopauseenergize.com. And then if you had problems getting through your menopausal years emotionally, I am the author of Beyond the Footprints of Menopause. It is sold on Amazon, and so far it is getting 5 stars. You do not want to miss this moment of reading this book. It is very inspirational. It is very motivational. It is my journey, and it also helps you to get through your journey and start your new chapter of your life for a better you, for beyond those footprints of menopause. So check that out as well. But until the next time, we will see you back on I'm losing track, but I believe day number 27. So as always, as I say, take care of your heart. I'm hoping I'm making a good heart. See you the next time.